Chris Hemsworth has been loyal to Thor. Like, he's been playing this character for so long. He is the only Marvel character to have 4 movies tied to his name in the MCU. Like, there is no MCU without Thor. But it seems like Chris Hemsworth didn't feel like he did right by the MCU because he said a lot of modest and humble things in an article promoting the new Furiosa movie and his time so far in Marvel. And I kind of want to talk about it because I feel like some of the things he said are a little bit goofy. For example, one of the main things that people are paying attention to is that Chris Hemsworth apparently blames himself for the results of Thor 4 and kind of fell for the bear trap that was laid down, and it says that he just went nuts to butts with the comedy of the film and became a parody of himself. Now, everyone in their left nose hair knows that the final product for Thor 4 is not anyone's fault but Taika Waititi's, who is the director for the movie. Because this movie wasn't Chris's vision, and Marvel gave Taika more free reign on Love and Thunder, yet this goober somehow couldn't control his actors to not step over the line when it comes to humor, and instead, he decided to get jiggy with it with Rita Ora and Tessa Thompson. And some may say, oh, Chris Hemsworth was a producer on the movie, so he had control, and it's fair that he's taking accountability. And obviously, it's fair for him to take accountability, but to say that he had control over the movie is kind of a stretch, because I couldn't help but feel like that producer title was a meaningless add-on and a way to pay Hemsworth more money. Like, come on, the movie had 9 other producers, which didn't include Taika, by the way, so they didn't need Chris. But another thing Hemsworth said is that when it comes to the Avengers movies, he felt replaceable and nothing more than a security guard for the team. Yeah, well, unfortunately, there's nothing much I can say here because that is just a byproduct of being the most powerful and unironically the most godly Avenger. Like, Age of Ultron would have been a 10-minute movie if Thor actually tried. But even though he wasn't the top dog in the first Avengers movies, he definitely had a fat load of spotlight in the last 2 Avengers. Like him hanging out with the Guardians, tag teaming with Rocket, somehow surviving a star, entering Wakanda like he's the final boss, being responsible for the most iconic moment of MCU history, then making up for it later, then getting fat, seeing Cap lift up the hammer, and the list goes on in terms of being in iconic situations after the first 2 Avengers. Like, even Robert Downey Jr. said it himself that Chris one-upped himself for 3 big Marvel movies in a row. But what I admire most about Chris Hemsworth is that he does not want to give up on this character. Like, he wants to give the fans what they deserve because he knows that there is a crater of untapped potential in Thor that hasn't been shown yet in the movies. But moving away from Marvel for a bit and kind of off topic, I'm just really glad that he's doing Furiosa, because apparently he got this role after going through an existential crisis as a result of being known as the muscly action guy in Hollywood. And he even said that this role and movie could potentially change everything for him. So if that doesn't prove that Hemsworth will put up his best performance ever, I don't know what will. But overall, Chris Hemsworth is a GOAT and clearly cares more about acting than most people think, because this guy can't admit when things go south and won't ever give up to try and improve his work, whether it be playing a character that he's played for more than a decade or a brand new character entirely. But yeah, that's it.